let's get right into it. Let's get right into Matias. You know, we already talked 33 minutes on Cepeda. We'll get all of you guys on in the same time. So
Gabby said that Ergachev deserves a rematch with Matias. What
what?
with what?
What?
See, you see, Miles. When you ask me if I watch people's like podcasts and stuff, that's why I tell you, man. I mean, you're probably the only guy I watch, bro. Because I don't. Come on, man. Why?
Capasaurus Rex.
Give me a why he deserves a rematch. Did he beat us? Did he? Or, I mean, was it a close fight, or why is there a rematch that he deserves?
So let me speak upon that. Because I did interview Michelle, right? And he happened to tell me that Urkashev's leg was messed up before the fight.
Well, he shouldn't have fought. He shouldn't have fought. Simple as that. If I would have lost? I wouldn't have come out and said, "Oh, Matias' hand was fractured."
That's why y'all
You know,
didn't fight, Tio,
don't
because of that reason.
don't take the fight, man. If you're gonna go in there and use it as an excuse, don't take the fight. Then shame to his team. Shame to Salida for letting this fighter who was shot or stabbed or whatever it was. Shame to him. Shame
Hmm.
to him for him to fight. You had Rivera's dad calling me an unhuman because I said that Ergachev had a heart problem, that he had heart problem. As far as him quitting on the stool, and he said I was unhuman. No, it's unhuman of his team knowing that he was stabbed or whatever they want to claim that he had now. For allowing him to fight. So money's more important than his fight. Money's more important. Man, don't give me that bullshit, man. We beat him fair and square.
Were you able to peep any of that interview yesterday
No,
with?
man, I don't. Subriel he's his own man, bro. Sometimes they send me videos of him, talking smack, and I mean, I'm just different, man. I'm just a different guy. I was brought up different in my home. I was brought to respect people, man. Whether you're the janitor, whether you're the CEO, whatever. That's just how I was taught. And I respect them, and I respect Subriel, and I respect them, and those things, but I don't affiliate me with what people say, unless you hear from me, then I said it. Then I said it. But yeah, man, I mean, so I mean, come on, Mills. So is it shame on me, or is it shame on their team for allowing a guy they knew that supposedly was stabbed and all this stuff? Why'd you let him fight?
Okay, when you are on the top, man, they try to find any way to bring you down, man. Trust me. That's just how it is. And you're right. Shame on them for letting him fight, man. Shame on them for letting him fight. Getting into this super chat right here. HLD, huépate, huépate, 20 peso. Salute to you. Thank you. Let's talk about why Matias is fighting Paro. Same caliber fighter as Ponce or Urkashev, but outright ducking Teofimo Lopez for June after a verbal agreement for I know I no ready, mi mano. Eddie Eddie rejected Abrim. He's talking about Bob Arum, Bobby Arim. Second time in a call. Habla de eso, Panda.
First of all, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on here 3 months later giving an excuse that my fighter's hand was broken. So I don't take a fight, and no world title fight, no top contender fights in 2 months. And if you know boxing, then you know that there's 6 steps to a preparation, scientific preparation in a fighter. So you just don't say, "Oh, okay, I want to fight." I'm doing okay, man. I'm not rich, but I'm doing okay. I'm blessed and highly favored. Subriel's team is blessed and highly favored. You know, why didn't Tio take the fight when we asked him to take the fight? Months later, that
He said
that's
in June. He said in June.
let's do it. I mean, I don't think Tio wanted to fight in June. We asked
No,
him.
nah. Y'all asked him.
Subriel told him that day on the video, "I'm not fighting you in 2 months. Let's fight in June."
And you did they ever reach out to Top
Talk
Rank?
to Top Rank. Talk
Or
to Top
Top Rank
Rank.
never reached out to y'all?
Yeah, we reached out to them. We were in their office, and they didn't guarantee us a fight with Tio. That's why. That's why. Subriel went with Matchroom because there's something guaranteed there. We're guaranteed a if I they didn't want to guarantee a TO.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So for June, nobody has countered, reached out to y'all. Because obviously Eddie
We're
Hearn,
fighting Leon Paro. We're
Eddie
fighting
Eddie
Leon
Eddie
Paro.
Hearn put out that message saying, "Tio, please,
Yeah,
please fight Subriel Matias."
they didn't reach out, and so I guess we're fighting Leon Paro is what I was told.
So háblame de Liam Paro about a fight in Puerto Rico. What you think about the Australian Southpaw? You know what I mean? Undefeated,
I'm gonna
great
tell you right
caliber of
now.
opponent.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm in this hotel room. I'm actually in the guy's room. That guy's sleeping right there. That's Subriel's new sparring partner for Leon Paro. He just flew in.
Mmm.
He had better internet than my room, so I came to his room over here.
Gracias.
Yeah, but we're working, brother.
So the Liam Paro is official. It's 100%.
As of right now, yes, they have already allowed me to hire sparring. They already hired me. Our first guy showed up. The two other guys show up on Wednesday.
Okay, okay, so that's breaking news porque in reality, I told the media, it was like you told me 90% at one point in time. So no estamos aquí bien, 100%,
They
100%.
allowed my credit card to swipe and bring a flight. So I mean, I
Sounds
don't think
good to me.
it sounds good to me too.
What you think about Liam Paro?
Like him, I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a great southpaw, strong. He was able to beat a fighter like Montana Love with great movement. Um, I congratulate. I take my hats off to him for taking that fight
Stopped him.
coming to Puerto Rico. I think it's a tough fight for Subriel. We know that Subriel has trouble with guys who move in the beginning of the fight until he's able to get in there and do what he does. But I think it's a great fight, man. I think that Puerto Rican fans and everybody is going to be is going to be happy.
So, question, obviously that was the first name that was thrown out there. Then after that, we've heard upon like the two Dominicans, Elvis Rodriguez and Michelle Rivera. Then they got entertained offers. I've talking to my crowd. Obviously they
Internet
said,
internet fighters,
"Dámelo, dime, háblame."
internet fighters, man. I'm not answering them people's call, be yelling at me on the, they're not gonna put me in that position, man. I got shit to do. I got work to do, man. I get up every day and I train. You can't say that you want to bet purses and this and then get a call and say that you're not your son's promoter after all that. He needs to call so and so and this and that. So either you're the promoter, or you're not the promoter, man. I mean, if you're not the promoter, that's it. Let the promoter. That's why I don't get involved in Subriel's things. I'll have no say so who he fights or what he does. All I do is they tell me this is who he's fighting. You need to train him for this fight. Okay, that's it.
So what blew my mind that didn't make no sense, and I like to clear it up because Chacho, the numbers don't even come close. But hey, if it is what it is, I guess we throwing away money then. So the numbers was Subir said that the offer was 150 for
150.
for for
I'm a witness.
Michelle.
I'm a witness to that.
Yeah, Michelle. He told me it was 150. When I heard the number 150, makes sense, and I'll get into that. And this is for the Michelle Rivera. His last pay with Libanez was 40K. But then he's also had a big payday beef when he was undefeated with the Frank Martin. Um, so was that presented that 150 was the first offer, or was that like a second offer?
That was the first offer.
Okay. So this is Michelle Rivera. He got one loss now. And his last purse was $40,000 against Sergey Libanez. He got an offer from Subriel Matias for 150K and denied it because it was what? Not enough
Basura.
money?
Basura.
Fue basura.
Uh,
Él estaba diciendo eso, right? He said that that was a horrible offer.
yeah, the dad.
So three times
The
three
one.
times as much as his last
Yeah,
purse.
that's not a promoter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because he kind of said a lot yesterday. So, therefore, that's what the numbers were. Let's get into as far as Edwin Rodriguez. I heard a number of 300K was offered.
That see, I'd lie if I told you that that was true. That's what I heard, but I didn't even. I think that that was something
That's a lot of money.
that something was negotiated when I wasn't around. I think it was negotiated at the Berlanga fight or something like that, or it was something. But I can't see. I'd lie to you if I told you that was true, man.
Okay, okay. So, where did you hear it from?
From the team, I heard it from certain people in the team, like the lawyers from the team and things like that. And then, but I didn't see it personally, so I can't vouch for that, man.
If that is the case, if that is the case, right, Subriel? I mean, Panda. What do you think? Like, do you understand their frustration if that is the case?
The frustration for who?
For Michelle, as far as comparing themselves to Edwin Rodriguez, or yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, probably he's probably saying, man, he's probably fought better opposition. He's probably been, at a bigger stage, and they liked him a little bit more because he started with PBC. As far as when Elvis started with Top Rank,
less of
he
a mover, less of a mover.
and things like that. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's an office, man, and that's that. Why they made that offer and they made that other offer to so and so. I don't know.
Um, as far as Matías is concerned, did the contract, is that like a fight per fight type of a deal?
It's a few fights and with guaranteed of a big fight.
But if you lose,
I'm not. I didn't. I can't.
if you lose, do you still get the 5 fights?
I didn't speak on. I can't speak on that because I don't. I didn't see. I just know what the team told me.
Because that's how they get people too. They
Yeah.
put,
So
you gotta beat everybody too. So that being said, like your prediction with Liam Paro, I mean, do you feel like that's the best guy that I don't want to say that's the best guy in Eddie's stable, but is where do you rank him at that stable of
and
140?
Eddie has a lot of good guys at that stable. You got Richard Hitchinson. You got
Correct.
a you got a lot of guys. You got
But a
Dalton.
lot of people don't know about Liam Paro.
Yeah, you got Dalton Smith from the UK. Who's fighting Chon Cepeda next. He has a lot of young killers in there, man. He has a lot of young talented. But then again, I'm not a casual fan, so I know all the fighters. Whether you know people who don't know Leon Paro, that just tells me who they are. They're casual fans, and I don't got no time to be arguing with them or fighting with them. But Leon Paro is a great fighter. He just got done beating a great fighter in Montana Love. Not only beating him, but stopping him.
Stopping him. Stopping him, yeah. And he's been in Vegas working with some of the best out there, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, sharpening up his tools. Do you feel like he's a top level guy? I mean, some people were saying, hey, they would rather see. I thought it was a joke, to be honest with you. But popularity, how it could help Subiet more, is sticking him in there with a Regis Prograis first. Um,
Yeah,
but in the same time, who do you think that do you think Subriel gets a better credit beating a Liam Paro, or a guy like a Regis Prograis?
a Regis Progress. A Regis Progress, even though he's coming off a loss, I think he's had the better opposition. I think, he was already a two-time world champion, you know, but
But is he better than Paro?
boxing wise,
Yes.
absolutely not.
Okay.
He was just been there longer and has had the opportunity and blessed to be able to be a world champion. Leon Paro is a great fighter.
For the casual fans,